Well, here we are. It's the next week, actually. I think it's been about 5 to 7 days, and we got this thing in the garage. Just got it in the garage last night. Moose and I are out here, and it is pretty smelly, unfortunately. I sat in this, and you can just... It's so weird because it smells like it's burnt wood. But I don't think there's any burnt wood in here. I don't know if it's the mouse droppings that's burning or what. We got all this garbage, added 2 garbage bags to the box. We're gonna take it out on its first drive today, hopefully. Gonna pick up a toolbox after we dump the trash. So with that said, I've had the windows open all night long. The heater's running. Got a bunch of stuff. I mean, just lots of mouse droppings. I don't want to touch it with my hands, so let me get my gloves on. The heater should shut off here shortly. Got to have that on for Moose. And I'm not gonna lie about it, I like having it on too. I got my coffee, my nice South Dakota deer mug. This was a gift. Let's take a look under the hood. That's about all it comes up. Is that all farther? Yeah, I guess. Oh, that's bright. All right, so we got the gas. Still looks good. I mean, it looks good. I can't really leave this here like this, so just temporarily I think I'm gonna zip tie these up to be right there. I'm gonna take it on the first drive with this line kind of just running, sitting on the down tube with the oil fill, and then as long as we have a successful first drive, when we get back, that's better. When we get back, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of replumb everything. So let's see what's first. Well, I'll tell you, we got to air up some tires. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, we got the tires aired up. Aired all 4 of them up to 32 pounds. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but these say the max is 35. These are 15-inch tires. That's what we're going with anyways. Well, we're going to get in here and take a look at the plugs. Oy vey. They're in there. Come on. Yeah, let's see. Can I get in there? Kind of got to get them to pop by turning them. Then they'll come off for you. There's not a lot of room. Well, would you look at that? Doesn't have a retainer ball. Well, all right. Hey, look at that. There's our first one. Looks tough. We're gonna wire wheel these off. And I think we're gonna pick up a set when we go into town. That'll be our first drive into town. Get plugs while we're there. Yeah, these look like they've been in there for ages. They are Champion RJI8Y C6. So far, they're all coming out okay. When I managed to get this into the shop last night, I had a big miss. A couple misses, actually. Thankfully, they're all coming out real nice. Kind of hard to believe this thing ran, but it does, so that's good. Air filter in this must have been replaced right before it was parked. because those are still good, or that's still good. Got quite a bit of oil on the third one back here. All kinds of wires hanging around this thing. I'm surprised they haven't burnt off. Sitting right on the valve cover here. See this stuff right here just hanging down? That's not good. We got to get that taken care of sometime here. It's been like that for quite a while. We'll probably leave it for now. It's like feathers down in here. Yep. Okay. Is what it is. This one's the toughest so far. Maybe Dad can tell me when these spark plugs were changed last. It would really help if it had that retaining ball in this thing so it wouldn't just fall off. I wonder if this set's got a lifetime warranty, this Harbor Freight 300 tool piece set. It's possible. I am impressed that these weren't over tightened though. That's excellent. I mean, they're pretty burnt up, but they're not really wet with oil. So that's a really good sign. I would say this has got a little bit of blow by. We're gonna find out as we drive it down the road. As it warms up and runs for a while, then we're gonna see how it goes. Biggest thing with this is I don't wanna have a fire. I mean, there's just grease everywhere. That is my only real concern, is a possibility of a fire. Let's get down here into our last one. Got the wobbly bed on there. This one's got a little bit of oil on it. Is that oil or gas? I don't know. It's probably the wettest one that we've had so far. Let's go clean these up. Put your eyewear on. And these are all matching, so that's nice. I think they're all matching anyways. I mean, look at just how old they look. They're in tough shape. Let's clean them up. All right, well, I showed you the plugs, put them right here, I showed you them, and I don't think I had it on record, so unfortunately I can't show you how they turned out after I wire wheeled them down, but they turned out good. They don't have a ton of miles on them. They're just kind of fouled out, so maybe it put a lot of new life into them. Got all four in here, got the wires back in, and swinging on over here, we've got the first plug in. And now we're gonna keep on moving. Let me just tighten this first one down. There's one. See if I can get you a better shot. Sneak in here somehow. You know, it's pretty difficult to get a good camera angle. And then you forget to turn the record on. So I'm just gonna have to set you guys right there. I'm gonna turn this one in by hand. Come after it. We got to go fish it out since it doesn't have that retainer ball. Let's get our wires worked out here. One, I checked all these out on the other side. They were nice and clean. This is going to be the same. It is clean. Don't know how those wires haven't burnt off, sitting right down there by the exhaust headers. One thing that kind of concerns me is these wires here just hanging down. Just sitting right on the valve cover. Oh, man, that's sitting right down by the exhaust header. It's
throw that up here. Nothing like just pushing them around to keep them out of the line of the heat. It's nice. That doesn't go anywhere, I guess. Probably came off something else, but it charges. Let's see, anything else touching? Good. I don't know if I said this last time, but the main thing I'm worried about is a fire. This side over here is nice and clean. We can get the other side looking nice and clean as well. Right down in here, definitely got a manifold leak, an intake leak, vacuum leak. We're not leaking any water. Let's check that next. Holds pressure. Look at that, that's brand new still. Put that right back. Let's go check the brake fluid. Fluid side. All right. Stay. Here's what we got. Lots of sediment in there. I'm going to suck all that out. I don't know if you guys can see the sediment or not, but ay caramba. Let's see here. Ay caramba. I'm just going to wipe it down as best we can for now. It's better. All right, we've got this little kit here you can order online, and it's going to hopefully suck things out. And it's going to suck it right down into our little container here, ideally. Oh, how do I hold them both at the same time without making a big mess? Okay, ready? Just going to squeeze and it makes sucking action. Vacuum, probably better to say. Got kind of clogged up there for a second. It's sucking it down. And I think we're about full, so we're going to hold up right there. Spill brake fluid all over the engine. Yeah, we're full up. Let's get this out of here. Okay, we got it all closed up, topped off with brake fluid. Now, biggest thing for us, we want to have brakes. So I'm just going to check out this situation. We're going to jack it up, see what we got under here. I think we'll go ahead and put our breather back on real quick. It fired up without having to mess with the carb, which was nice. There you go. I found it pretty surprising that it did start up as easy as it did. And this was in the nighttime. We've got one bulb out that I know of so far, and that's the passenger side front blinker. So what does it all take to get that? Just a few screws. This thing is just full of mud. So we'll probably take a look at that so we can turn our blinkers on. Maybe anyways, as long as the turn signal switch works. So this is really kind of goofy. I mean, there is hardly anything to grab onto on these. They're buried down in the rim. It should definitely be a longer lug. Battery's going low, I think. Yep. Stand by. One more. Oh, wow. Look at these things. It's got a washer in there. That's not good. Most likely that came from this one right here. It's just two different sizes. What is the deal? Well, they're the same size. I don't know. What's going on there? Come on. So we've got two that have these washers. This one's all crushed in. This is what they look like. Here's your washer. Comes off easy enough. It's got plenty of brakes. You can see that. Plenty of pads. I mean, they're not locked up. That's basically what I'm looking for because I was hammering on the brakes. They're good. As far as brake lines go, I'll bring you right in real quick to see. That's what you got for your brake line. Look at how clean this is. That is excellent. So those had been replaced before it was parked. If I had to guess, I would say 2014, less than that even, 20 or longer than that, 2010, 2011. But everything under here looks really clean. Surprisingly, we'll take it. Well, we're gonna torque them down. We're gonna torque them to 100 foot-pounds. What do you guys think of that? Good? Let's go see if this other side is locked up real quick. If it's not, I think we're ready to try the first drive. Ah, shoot. So this one turns, the other one's locked solid. I can't move it. So, stand by. Okay, so I cleaned up the window a little bit so I can see where I'm going. I gotta back this out so we can pull it in at an angle. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to get to the tire and get that brake caliper unstuck. We can't take it to town with that thing completely seized up like that. Negative. Positive. And of course, we're gonna leave the hood unlatched because I can only turn it off by getting in there and pulling the cables. Just barely squeezing by on this side. Hopefully the chief just steers clear for now. They're all out here waiting to bring mud everywhere. Let's fire this thing up and see how it runs after we cleaned off those plugs. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. It smells terrible. Just burns your nose. Couple pumps. I'm pumping the brake right now. I gotta tell you what, the brake, I don't know if it's doing anything or not, but oh yeah, it is. We'll get that other one taken care of here. P.U. Look at that floor. No leaks. Not a single leak. Of course, it's got oil that's been sitting on the engine for years, but as of bad leaks that are falling down onto the floor, nothing. It's gonna make it. Well, it did. Better get a reinforcement under there. I really like these rims, but I got to figure something out if we're going to keep them because these lugs are just kind of sketchy. And this one's not even on there. You can see how it's raised up. And I can't get it to turn. So we got 4. Okay, this, yeah, these all have the washers, so this is going to get washers put back in every single one of them. Maybe I should check that other tire again. Sit, stay, we got 2 jacks under there. Definitely got some wheel bearing grease going on. And this is so grooved up. Bring you in here. Look at that, you can see that, that is deep. It's like a river that runs through the rotor. So that's not good. Get that taken care of. Carlisle. Oh, there it goes. That was good. Next one happened a little bit easier there. There's no difference from top to bottom on these. Look, all they're dry, totally dry. Come the chickens to make a big mess. Just trying to get these loosened up so I can get them off real quick. Real quick, yeah, right? I can pretend that's the case, right? It's probably not going to happen that way, but we're going to get it. I believe in you. Whew. Oh, it's coming. Oh. I do not want to break this. Brake line in the back. Brake line actually looks good. Doesn't even look dry rotted. But I can't get this out. Oh, I should be able to hold that in there and get that out. Okay. One side. Can you guys see this? What's that noise? Chicken eating something. Watch your fingers. Oy vey. There's your brake pad. Look at that. Oh boy. Is that just the edge? That's supposed to be like that? I don't think so. Look at that. Look at that ridge. The other one looks rough, but at least it's solid. Yeah, you can see this ridge right here. Hey, look at that. Spins. Bearings need to be packed or replaced, but it sure spins. It's nice. All right, well, we've got it on here, and I think we're going to be able to turn it. I went ahead and I grabbed our bushing tool, and I gave it the beans with the impact, and I wore protection for my eyes as well. Just so you do that, don't go without that. Even that's not a stop all, but it works. All of the chickens are in here right now, and I'm going to try to just get this on so I can fire this thing up. We'll get our turn signal light replaced, hopefully. Yeah, they're fighting. Hey, don't fight, you guys. Gals. Just don't do it. How we looking? Look at that. We're good. Straighten this out. These pads are going to be good for about the least amount of travel, as you can imagine. I'm going to get this tire on and be right back. Well, I think we're ready to go. I'm going to hook up the battery terminals. Ground. Positive. Alternator. Okay. We are on, right? Positive. Ground. Okay, good stuff. All right, well, yep. I don't know if we got enough time to do a first drive or not. Let's get it out here. Got tires on. Brake calipers are free at the moment until maybe I push on them for the first time after we got them loosened up and the chickens were making a big mess. So, not a big deal. And yeah, I latched the hood because we're going to try to take this out. Let's at least take a ride to the dump, throw some stuff away, and let's, it'll just be a moment for you. All right. Chickens don't like it too much. Brakes actually feel pretty good. All right, guys, you gotta go. Vámonos. Yep. Thank you for stopping by, Chief. Take your flock. No, you guys gotta go. Out. It's like herding cats. Look at that. It's just purring along much better. Clean up those spark plugs and look what happens. So you've got oil pressure, got charging. Temp is just coming off the sea. We're gonna let it idle for a while. I don't think it's gonna overheat. You've seen that antifreeze. Full up. System was pressurized. Look at the cats over there. We are looking pretty good. Maybe you guys wouldn't mind a night trip. Might have to take this tonight. I don't know if we'll have time tomorrow. We'll see. All right, here we go. Running out of daylight. I have an okay feeling about this, but I also have a okay feeling about it, meaning it's not great. Let's see if we can back out of here. Reverse is working. It's always a plus. Come on, baby. Make it. Nope. Let's try it again. Here we go. There we go. Look at that sunset. Beautiful. All right, here we go. I didn't tell Mama that I was ready. I said stand by, so she'll see us as we go. What's that smell? Just doesn't smell great. Ishka. We'll honk at him as we go by. It is loud. Sitting for years and we're driving down the road, but I got to tell you, I'm reminded every time I do something like this, work on an old vehicle, or in this case, driving the old Chevy, I am reminded that it is quite the job and process to get these things not only back driving again, running for that matter, driving afterwards, but having them be reliable. So if we can make it through this first trip without any catastrophic failures, we'll go ahead and throw some new rotors on. We'll do a tune-up, but we'll change the oil as well. We checked the oil. We know what's good. Brakes still pull to the right. We're gonna take it nice and easy. Did you get us pizza? You slaved all night. Yep, sounds good. It's just filling up. All right, so here it is. 79 Chevy half-ton custom deluxe 10 with the 350 that's tired, but it's doing pretty darn good. We're just putting some fuel in it right now. I shut it off because we're at a fuel stop and it doesn't kick down when it's in neutral, or park for that matter. But so far everything's going good. Better watch and see how much fuel we're putting in here. We don't need to fill it all the way up. I suppose 20 gallons will do. Well, if you're ready for some good news, I've got some. We got full tank of fuel and the heater started working. Kind of goes down to low when it's on high. Put it on medium. Speeds up a little bit. Still can't feel any air. I can only assume that it's full of mice nests. And it smells bad, but it's okay. Oh yes, look at that. Fires right up after it growls quite a bit. All right, we arrived at home. Oh. My back hurts a little bit. Just from working on it earlier today. Just want to say we appreciate every one of you who hang out and watch the videos. Thanks so much. We got to get that turn signal replaced. A little bit of exhaust coming out of that tailpipe. Hey Crystal, thank you so very much for hanging out. We appreciate it. It's going to be the end of this one, so we got more coming on this truck. Going to kind of turn it into a channel truck, like I said. Let us know what you think we should do with it, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.